Good morning, everybody. Cheryl at here of Sundays with Cheryl. Welcome. And this is part of the service we offer with Echeverria Travel, serving all U.S. citizens for the last 16 years and longer. We offer U.S. destinations, Europe and Asia, group and individual travel, by cruise, by land. That means river cruise, either U.S. river cruises or European and Asian river cruises, and premium and luxury cruise lines. Welcome. Today is September 3rd, 2023, and it's Labor Day weekend. We hope you're enjoying your Labor Day weekend. But I'm going to let you know that Labor Day weekend for people think it's a big shopping weekend, and now is the best time to book all your travel for whenever you want to travel. I'm going to give you the heads up on when is the best time to travel for certain times of the year. Number one, when you're thinking of traveling during the holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Labor Day, July 4th, Memorial Day, earlier is better. Why? And it doesn't matter when or when to do it. Earlier is better. Put a deposit down, hold your room. You gotta, when you book travel, you're actually putting down a deposit and you will have a final payment due. With land, is usually 45 days prior to cruising. 45 days prior to you leaving to go to your destination. 120 days prior to your cruise. Some cruise lines are a little closer to the cruise date, but it's a standard is 120 days prior to the day you need to arrive at your port of embarkation. So best time to do it is, especially if you're looking for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Columbus Day, all these big holidays that are coming up when the kids are off. And remember, Echeverria Travel, our preference is adult-only travel, but we have done families in the past, mostly their group travel, but we prefer to do adult-only. And a lot of teachers travel during this time. Book early. You may not get a payment option. And I'm going to go back a little bit. If you book a year or 2 years out, yes, you will have your deposit, you will have your payment plan. Your final due date. I know I'm messed up today. Don't worry about me, people. I'm a real person. I'm not going to stop and do this over again. You have your deposit date and you have your final due date. As I mentioned what that was. It doesn't mean you can't do payments. You contact me or I contact you. We set up a date that you want to make your payments for your trip. The only thing you have to pay ahead of time, and there's no payment on it, is your air. And a lot of times we don't do air due to the fact that we have no control over the airlines, whether they cancel, whatever. We prefer to have you do your own air. We'll do everything else, your transfers, your excursions, book your destination. And some of our tour operators will really have some good flight options for your destination, but they're far between. And going to Europe, you can book your flight 335 days prior to travel. So book with your points or access the best airline to book to that destination, because sometimes you'll get a better rate of using the country's own airline, like Aer Lingus, Air Italia, those airlines that are Lufthansa, those airlines that are for that particular country or area. A lot of times you'll get a better rate over going Delta or American Airlines or United or whoever your airline is, especially go to Europe. And remember those budget airlines like JetBlue or Spirit, Frontier. Those you have a 30 to 90-day window to book your air to get a discount. So that's why we like better for you to do your own air. But to do the major part of your trip, whether it's a cruise, whether it's a tour of Italy or Japan or wherever you're planning on going, better, like I said, do your deposit, do payments, so that way you can plan out your trip and you know how much you're going to be spending. And we'll be sending you things like where to eat, how to save some money, how to pack while you're planning on getting excited for your trip. And remember, you know, it hasn't been always people book last minute trips. This has been the last 10 years. I remember when I was a kid, my parents saved up almost a year to go somewhere. They just didn't, hey, we're going to, and my parents worked, both parents worked. We weren't broke. We you know, always had enough money to have something special, we called it, or a treat, so we'd go on vacation. So same thing with you and your families or going on a group. And a side note to group travel, I always book a year out. Why? Because I get the best rates available. Do not say, oh, it's too early to book a cruise or a land destination. Oh my God, why did I do it so early? Because I am not the only travel agent booking for that destination. Plus, if they run out of seats, run out of hotel space, your category on a cruise ship, let's say you want a balcony. Hey, I've had groups where they've run out of the category of balcony, and I can't do anything about it. If you want to be in a certain room with your friends and family, a certain area of the ship, you don't want to be by the DJ, don't want to be by the steam room, whatever it is, book early and get your room. Especially my clients, fellow people with special needs and disabilities, if you need an accessible stateroom, wheelchair accessible staterooms, you must book early. There's only limited amount of cabins and hotel rooms, etc., for your travel. So book early. That being said, Christmas is coming up, and this is the busiest time of the year. Between now and Christmas, New Year's, if you haven't booked already, please do. Don't wait. You do it. Other travel news, I think you've seen it. I think we all seen it, especially with people having cell phones, and the news gets out there so fast, and not everything on the news or what a person has taken with their cell phone is exactly true. Like you said, there's his side, her side of the truth. I'm talking about people going overboard on a cruise ship. And I have to say, it's ridiculous. I have been on so many cruises in my 16 years plus traveling. And believe me, I cruised more times before in my life, and not just as a travel agent, but also as a client on cruise ships. And I have to say, 90% of the time, somebody is not in the right state of mind, meaning they've done drugs, they're drinking, they're standing on a table and partying, or they want to commit suicide. And that very rare cases, somebody's pushed them overboard. It's very hard to push somebody overboard. I'm going to tell you why. If you've been on a cruise ship, how high are those plexiglass around the outside of the ship. They're pretty tall. Okay, they're over 7-8 feet tall. So if you're gonna fall off the ship on deck, that's very hard to do. But I have seen in my lifetime young people, and this is why a lot of times we don't book anybody 40 years and younger. Okay, I'm gonna maybe 25 years and younger, because I know people in their 20s, they're mature, but it's people sitting on the railings of their cabin. If you have a balcony, they'll actually sit on the railings or straddle the railing, or they'll, whatever it is, they're gonna go out and they're gonna do it, and whether it's in broad daylight or in the evening, it's going to happen. And if you drink, like I said, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and go outside on deck and climb up on those plexiglass things and think you're the king of the world from Titanic. Things will happen. Anyway, later on today and tomorrow, which is Monday, Labor Day, I'll be posting several offers and specials for travel from now until Christmas. Book now, travel by December 31st or January 1st of 2024. Oh yes, and the other times that you should be looking to book with 2024 and 2025 is in October. Why? October is National Travel Month for us travel professionals. We get from our cruise lines, our travel partners, our tour operators, you name it, they come out with their prices for 2024 and 2025, and they want to get rid of their inventory, so they're going to be offering some of their best offers for the year. This is not air, this is your main part of your travel plan. So remember, Echeverria Travel, 631-456-5394, and we will be glad to help you with your travel plans, whether you're here in Florida, my hometown of Brentwood, New York, Matthews, North Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, Seattle, Washington. We offer all travelers, whether adult only, for special needs, and everybody else. Have a great Labor Day weekend. We look forward to working with you. Enjoy the week. Bye-bye.